Yes, it's 2017, and a new year means a whole new bunch of games to get excited about. Now, I've cast an eye over the previous 12 months with Carl, who some of you may know from the old Dealspone days. There's a new channel, it's called Game Buzz, check it out. But we didn't really go through our picks in detail for the most anticipated games of 2017, although we sort of looked at that in the subsequent podcast a week later. But here's my top 5 to sort of rectify all of that and let you guys know exactly where I stand in terms of the things I'm most excited for this year. And to be fair, 5 is just a completely inadequate number. There was so many honourable mentions that I could throw in here, but let's get down to brass tacks. Let's count this down. Alright, so in at number 5 is South Park: The Fractured Butthole. It's so great. Now, I adored the Stick of Truth. It was perhaps a slightly lightweight RPG, but as a South Park experience, it was absolutely perfect. The LARPing conceit at the heart of the narrative was utterly superb, and you felt as if you were playing a feature-length episode. Its follow-up, The Fractured Butthole, trades skewering Lord of the Rings for parodying the superhero genre, and once again you'll play the new kid in town, and once again you'll be able to defeat enemies with the power of epic farts. Yes, I can't wait. In at number 4, it's a bit of a cheat option, I know, but the Nintendo Switch is a very curious thing indeed. So, if you want to call it a game, I suppose Breath of the Wild sort of fits this to a certain extent, but it's really all about the Switch. Now, I hadn't thought Nintendo could make a console announcement to provoke more questions than when they did the Wii U's, but they managed it with the Switch. Now, the potential is enormous. The innovation at the heart of the Switch is kind of staggering, really. Whether or not it'll actually work, as they suggest it will, is a completely other thing. I can't wait to find out. The third-party support, though, now that's something I'm questioning. I seem to remember an awful lot of publishers saying very positive things about the Wii U to begin with as well, and we all know how that turned out. Nonetheless, it's coming out in March. I'm probably going to get one for my birthday. Can't wait. In at number 3, it was kind of a toss-up here between Horizon Zero Dawn, Scalebound, which, I love everything Platinum, and Crackdown 3, but seeing as I don't have an Xbox One, and I don't really have any plans to get one in the kind of very, very near future, it's got to be Horizon Zero Dawn. And it's an open-world RPG where I get to romp around hunting down giant robot dinosaurs. Shut up and take my money! I'm staying quietly optimistic about this one. It looks like everything I want from a game. Rich new universe, check. Epic story, sure. Cool weapons and stylish combat, oh yes. Now, I don't have a PS4 Pro at this juncture, so I'm not too bothered about the 4K side of things, but as an action-adventure romp, Horizon Zero Dawn is looking very, very promising indeed. Oh, this was a close one. It's a close one between 1 and 2. But at number 2, I'm sort of going with Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I love BioWare. I love the Mass Effect trilogy, aside from the last hour of it, and I adored Dragon Age Inquisition once it got going. There are precious few studios out there with such a knack for developing rich and varied characters. Now, Andromeda looked very promising at the Game Awards earlier this year, and every single time I see a little bit more of it, there was some at CES as well, it just makes me salivate. But truth be told, I don't really care about the action that much. I mean, the swapping classes on the fly, that's cool. It's going to be about as robust as 3 was, at least. The combat in 1 and 2 were fairly awful. But what I want from this game is choice and consequence. I want a narrative and characters that'll move me and make me think. I want something to rival Vermire. Yes! Now hopefully, as we go off with the Ryder twins to seek out a new home for humanity, Andromeda will absolutely scratch that itch. And if it's anything like Inquisition, which rumours suggest it will be, man, the character development in that game was great. It was freaking fantastic. So, actually, I have no problem with that whatsoever. But number one, oh, it's got to be Persona 5. Now, Persona 5 is already out in Japan, and it received a very high, not unexpected, 39 out of 40 from Famitsu, boasting a brand new cast of characters, a story of youth in revolt once again, and bringing the series' trademark stylish action to the fore. Persona 5 it's just right at the top of my most coveted list of everything. P4 was an astonishing achievement, and it was even better on the Vita in the Golden revamp. Where other RPGs frequently look outward to scale the drama up to huge levels, the Persona series has always been more interested in smaller, more personal stories, and I find it incredibly relatable. It's about what it means to know yourself and be able to call those around you true friends. It's about growing up and finding yourself in the world, and it's a series that's always resonated really, really deeply with me. For those reasons, Persona 5, my most anticipated game of 2017. regardless of your gaming background and your genre predilections, it looks like this year is going to have something for everyone. And with that in mind, I want to know what are you looking forward to most of all? What are your most anticipated games of 2017? I'll be back very soon with more on here, on Fuzzy Pixels, and over on Game Buzz as well. So make sure you're subscribed to both. And yeah, layers, folks!